I'm Ron Jones. Right now at 6, there is a celebration of life taking place for one of the 4 victims killed in Wednesday's mass shooting at Apalachee High School in Waro County. We're going to take you there live right now. This is at Flowery Branch High School football stadium where the community is remembering the life of Richard William Aspinwall. Aspinwall was a beloved teacher and football coach, better known as Ricky, to his students, and to his students also Coach A. He was a husband to his wife Shayla and father to their 2 young daughters, Addison and Emery. Aspinwall is a Georgia native and graduate from Rome High School and Valdosta State University, and tonight his obituary remembers him as a devoted math teacher and assistant football coach who leaves behind a legacy of service to his students and players, as well as an unwavering love for his family. Mr. Aspinwall is one of 4 lives tragically lost in last week's shooting at Apalachee High School in Winder. The shooting also claiming the lives of fellow math teacher Christina Irami and 2 students, Christian Ungalo and Mason Schermerhorn. And tonight, for the next couple of hours, there's going to be a Catalite Vigil at the school for students and staff to grieve together. 11 Alive's Sean Martinelli is live there from Apalachee High School. And Sean, I know you've been at the school for the last few hours. What does it look like right now?
Well, about 90 minutes ago, I took some time to walk around and pay my respects. And a few things caught my attention. About a few feet from here, there's a bouquet of flowers. And there's a note attached to the flowers, and it says, "We know what you're going through," and it's signed Uvalde, Texas. And I thought, that's a bond no 2 communities want to share. As I got closer to the larger memorial here, I was reading some of the tributes to the 4 victims, and there was a woman next to me, and she was very shaken, and I asked her, "How are you doing?" And she just took my hand, she took my arm, and she squeezed it, and she said that her grandson went to this school. And it struck me that there's some grandparents that can't hold their grandbabies tonight, and they could about a week ago. Tonight's vigil is a chance for this whole community to wrap their arms around one another again, and it is much needed here. Reporting live outside Apalachee High School, Sean Martinelli, 11 Alive News.
All right, Sean, thanks a lot, and we'll see you tonight on 11 Alive News at 11 as well. Here in Atlanta, the Falcons paying tribute to the Apalachee High School community during the team's home opener. Players wore Apalachee Wildcats t-shirts during warm-ups before the game and held a moment of silence before kickoff. And tonight, we can also confirm NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and his family have donated $10,000 to an online fundraiser to support the family of Apalachee football coach Ricky Aspinwall, better known as Coach A. And tonight, Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock is speaking out about last week's tragedy. He was on NBC's Meet the Press today, where he addressed the growing demands for gun reform legislation, saying something has to be done.
The reality is that in America, it's not safe to be in our schools. It's not safe to be in our shopping malls. It's not safe to be in the spa. It's not safe to be in a medical clinic. We're all sitting ducks. And any country that allows this to continue without putting forward just common sense gun safety measures is a country that has, in a tragic way, lost its way.
By the way, this is video of Senator Warnock in Winder on Friday as he offered his condolences to the family of 14-year-old victim Christian Ungalo during a vigil at Jug Tavern Park. And tonight, Christian's father telling 11 Alive there will be a viewing for him Thursday, September 19th at St. Matthew Catholic Church in Winder, followed by a church service Friday, September 20th. Now, the family says it's inviting the entire community to honor his life and share in their grief. And tonight, at this point, folks, it's unclear when classes will resume at Apalachee High School. In a letter just sent to parents today, the school principal says that school leaders are still trying to determine the next steps as they move forward. And we're told the students will be allowed to retrieve their belongings tomorrow afternoon, while Apalachee High School will remain shut down. Barrow County Schools says that it will welcome other students back to school starting this Tuesday, September 10th. And right now, as this community reels from this unimaginable loss, investigators are working around the clock to try to pinpoint a motive here. And tonight, 14-year-old Colt Gray is behind bars and at the Barrow County Sheriff's Office charged with 4 counts of felony murder. He made his first court appearance this Friday where his attorney did not ask for bond. And tonight, Colt's father, Colin Gray, also behind bars. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation arrested him Thursday, charging him with second-degree murder, involuntary manslaughter, and child cruelty. By the way, he's the first parent in Georgia's history to be charged for a crime committed by their child. You know, there's also a new report tonight that claiming that Colt Gray's mother actually called the school Wednesday morning before the shooting actually happened to warn of an emergency. You can read more about that phone call and find our full coverage online tonight. Just head to our homepage, 11alive.com. Our coverage from tonight's community vigil will continue tonight on 11 Alive News at 11 following the football game.